on my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Right.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Strike. Hey, Ken. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week. They had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. And they'll run on the inside handoff. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw, Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, Fields. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. But you look at this Bronco defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's Fields. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Deputy! Hurt!
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, 551. Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Might want to remember that third down play. 37 yards.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
Hill going to go in motion right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Don't jump. Ready?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, 551. Hurry up.
Give left side here for Nwangu. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Why not? Hey, never mind. Monday.
Play action. It's Fields. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Yep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go, Alpha right here. EQ. Right.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, and he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll run it here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
Okay, break.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 136 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Broncos.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a quick throw call out wide. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll get this up to about the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 161 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now how about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing, Duggan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one.
Here's Duggan to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pushes him over. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll go on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Duggan now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down. Trying to cover up. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Duggan will look to throw this. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, What else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem.
Can I talk my...
Come on,
That other side...
the Oakley way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing. Won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be.